What's up, this P Funk, and you're watching Untold interview.
Got my man P Funk in the building.
Welcome to the Untold interview.
What's up with you guys? How y'all doing?
We good. We good, man. I think we reaching our peak right now. Man. We got P Funk on here.
Really?
Yeah.
If I'm y'all peak, y'all got a problem, man. Step y'all shit up. Get y'all guest up, man. If I'm the peak.
Get our guest up. You know, EA just
like I'm only playing, man. I'm only playing.
EA just checked us on that. We gotta get our guest up, man.
EA said the same thing. Shout out EA, man.
Yeah.
I love EA.
Yeah, man. So let's start from the beginning, man.
What's up? Talk to me.
Where you from?
Oh, a lot of people don't know that. You know, it's so crazy, man. Everybody assumes that I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not from Philadelphia. I'm from Jersey. Willingboro. Shout out Willingboro. Shout out Willingboro. Shout out Willingboro. And shout out Plainfield, New Jersey. That's originally I was born in Plainfield, and my parents, you know, it's parent shit. My parents moved from Plainfield. I lived in Greensboro for like 3 years, and then we came back to Jersey, and then I moved to South Jersey, Willingboro. So a combination of Plainfield and Willingboro.
I didn't know that.
Right?
I thought you was a Philly guy.
I thought I was the bull from West Philly or something like that. No. Shout out all my West Philly homies. No, I'm not from there.
Oh man. So what made you move to Philly?
That's an interesting story. I used to work for a promotion company called Frontline Marketing Promotion. So that kind of the first tour I went on, well, actually the second tour, Ram Squad brought me to Philly, and I'll say it wasn't even Ram Squad per se. It was Phil at the time, Phil Smith and Wiz Gam.
Okay.
Yep. They brought me to Philly. They wanted me to do a project. They started out wanting me to do a project for Tommy Hill. Shout out Tommy Hill. I got love for the ball. he was, was what he was, but hey, man, So anyway, I came down here for a project, didn't work out, and they wound up putting me with these bulls called Platinum Bound.
Okay.
So that was like back in the day. Y'all motherfuckers is old. Y'all probably don't even know these niggas. But Platinum Bound, they put me with these guys, some thorough ass dudes. When I tell you, I learned a lot from them. Now I'll say I got to the city and they showed me like some true love, because I didn't know nobody. Again, I came down here for a project. I was supposed to have been here for like maybe a couple of days, maybe a week. That was like I'm about to date myself, like 99. Shit.
That's a minute.
Yeah, I've been here since like 99. They brought me in. Phil brought me down to the studio. It didn't work. The project that me and Hill was working on, of course, didn't work out. So Biz, and shout out Biz, shout out Oz, and shout out this guy, other boy. He been away for a little while. His name is Mo.
Okay.
Shout out Mo. These guys already had a kind of like a production company. That's where I went rug. So I can't say that, man. I'm getting old. I met Rug early there, but we didn't start dealing with each other until we got to be adults. But anyway, I got here in 99. They had a plan and they had projects. They had groups. They had a couple of groups that they wanted to kind of move around the city, and they needed a marketing promotion guy. I was a marketing promotion guy when I came to Philly. So prior to that, I was on the road. I've been on the road with Buster. I've been on the road with M.O.P, Ram Squad, Tracy Lee, you name it, I've been on the road with them. So when I came down here in Philly in 99, The project didn't work out. They had a little project, so I said I'll stick on, and then kind of like the rest was history, and I never left.
Now, at that time, how important was being a promoter, like for the artist?
Promotion was key back then, and I say the reason why was because it was different than the internet. The internet will have you believe, just put your album out and take off. Promotion back then, you had to really get in the streets. You had to put poster boards up. You gotta work radio. You gotta work relationships. You gotta work a bunch of shit that at the end of the day, it's very hard. It's a lot of hats that you had to put on. And you had to be very talented to do it. A lot of motherfuckers couldn't do it. A lot.
Now, was that your dream to be a promoter?
No, nowhere near. Nowhere near. I wanted to be when I graduated high school, I wanted to do movies. So I wanted to be a TV and I wanted to be a movie. So, but I couldn't act.
What? What a dream.
What a dream, right? But I had a creative, I want to say imagination. I think I still do to this day. I wanted to do TV. I wanted to be a technical director, to be honest with y'all. So in case y'all don't know what that is, that's the guy that's behind the scenes. He does it. You don't see him, but he's calling all the shots. He's telling you what shot need to be on camera 1, what shot need to be on camera 2. Fade this down. Like that's what I wanted to be.
Okay.
It didn't work out like that. For whatever reason, it just didn't work out like that. You're a kid. You start, you're thinking about, some of the things you want in life. So I knew that I wanted to be in the industry, like music industry, things like that. I knew I wanted to do that. I just didn't know how to get in. So I was the type of guy where I needed to figure out. So if I can't act and I can't rap, I remember I tried to rap. That didn't work.
What was your rap name?
It was P-Funk. I was always P-Funk. I got a story about that too. So, but even then, I tried to rap, and it was my homies. My homies will laugh at this once they see this. They all can rap. So, it's just like anybody else. You just want to you want to fit in with the rest of your homies, right? So I'm sitting there, and we in the car, we smoking, we hotboxing in the car, we smoking and everything, and niggas is writing and stuff like that. So I'm writing, but see. The thing is, if you can't write, it takes a lot longer to do what they're doing. So they'll come up with like 16 bars, right? In a mayor, maybe like an hour, 2 hours, depending on, now granted, these raps was trash. They were. but they was coming up with this shit like about like an hour and a half, some shit like that, right? Me, it took me like about like 2.5 weeks. Right.
What?
So, what? And then listen, here's the funny part. It took me 2.5 weeks. I came up with like 8.5 bars. I finally figured it out. That's what I didn't start counting bars till later, and I counted up this trash ass rap that I had, and it was about 8.5 bars. It was 8.5 bars of the worst bars you could ever rap.
You remember it?
No. And even if I did, I would never repeat it. So basically, that just means that I just wasn't cut out to be a rapper. So
ain't for everybody.
No, it wasn't. And I had to figure out, but again, I always said I wasn't cut out to be doing. And it's nothing against a job, a regular job, or anything like that. I just knew that I wasn't cut out to be in those particular jobs. So I said I just couldn't figure out which way to go. It took a long time to figure out. I'm still probably trying to figure it out to this day. I don't know. Like,
What was your first job?
Shit. I didn't have that many jobs in life. Sad, but my first job that I ever paid taxes.
Pay taxes.
I was I think I worked for UPS at Lawside. That was like my first job. And then after that, I realized, you ever watch Bronx Tale?
Yes.
Yeah, remember what Sonny said? The worker bear's a sucker. I took that to heart. I took that to heart. So that was my first job. And then I think I had another job. What stopped me from, like, I had that job, and then I had a another job. This is before I really dove into music. I wound up getting a job at this company called Hoffman and Roach. Now, mind you, at this time I was like about 26, 25. No. I'm sorry. I'm like 24. So I'm single. I don't have any kids. I don't have no responsibilities but whatever I made, right? So I never forget. I'm working for this company. It was a real good job. And I remember my parents was always on the tip of, you gotta have like a solid job. Like, they didn't believe in this music shit. My mom didn't believe in it, and I love my mom to death. She didn't believe in the music shit. She just believed in, can you go to a building, get a check, and come home? Can you do that? That's the only thing that she believed in. So I remember this guy by the name of Screwdriver, God rest his soul. He asked me to fill in to take the Lost Boys up to Syracuse, New York. He was like, yo, so at this time back in the day, this is when you see all these rap promotional trucks ride around. So the Lost Boys, we had this, well, my friend had this Lost Boys account. This is before I even was able to get into the music. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck to get in, right? So my friend has he works for this frontline marketing promotion. He asked me, the driver, for some weird reason, couldn't go. They supposed to do this show up in Syracuse, New York, and the guy was the driver of the van. So my friend hits me and he says, yo, can you do me a favor? My driver goes out. Can you step in, drive the Lost Boys up to Syracuse, drive the rap promotion video? They got to show up there, ride around, and bring them back. I said, that's it? He said, yeah. He said, you gotta leave Friday and be back Monday. So I was like, all right. So I had PTO days. So for y'all that don't know what PTO is, you know what I mean? That's vacation time.
Yes,
so
sir.
I had a couple of days, right? So I said, fuck it. I was like, I told my job, I was like, yo, I'm gonna take a couple of days off, have a long weekend, right? I took these niggas up to Syracuse, New York. When I tell you, I had the best fucking time of my life, right? These niggas was doing everything. And the funny part about it was the Lost Boys at this time, and again, this is an old ass group, right? So probably half the people that's watching this right here probably gonna be like, who are they?
We know Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so Mr. Cheeks, there you go. So I get up there, I'm having the time of my life. Bitches, it's just everything, man. It's like people just running up on the van. Now, again, I've never experienced none of this like this, right? So, I'm like, yo. And so I finished the 4 days, right? I get back, I tell my guy, Screwdriver, that told me that he picked me up, asked me to do the gig. I said, dog, how the fuck can I do this shit like every day? I said, this is the life. He said, man, I don't know. He said, listen, he said, it's a grind, right? Like, you got, at that time, it was on seasons and off seasons from kind of like this type of business. So basically music, even to this day, I feel like you got to figure out a way to get in. You got to find your job, right? So, I did that. So I said, so how I do this? So he said, I got a couple other gigs, but there's no guaranteed work, bro. So I'm just letting you know, you got your own, you got a solid 9 to 5 over here, right? And you got this maybe. What you want to do? So I said, all right. I thought about it. I go, and it's so funny. At this time too, I had my regular 9 to 5 job, I had they was about to give me a promotion. In fact, they was about to transfer me out to Cali. And again, at this time, I'm like 20, 24, something like that. They're at this time, they were trying to transfer me out to Cali. They was looking for young people with no kids, no responsibilities, stuff like that, transfer out there. I was about to make like about 75, start out like 75 grand, right?
Now, what year is this?
This is shit, like 96.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, for a kid, right? At least for a kid that has a kid with no kids.
No kids.
I had I had no responsibilities, nothing, right? So, and I already had told the job prior to me going on this little 4-day clip with the Lost Boys. I wound up I had told the job I'd take the position. So I was leaving like in about maybe a couple of weeks. As soon as they get everything, they're gonna ship all my shit out there. And I was Gucci, right? At least that's what I felt. I came back off this trip, and now I'm like, yo, if I go out here, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this here. It's like, am I gonna be on another path, right? That's what I said. So I go, I bounce it off my mom. My mom tells me, she says, listen, it's nothing like a solid 9 to 5, right? That's what she says. She said, you're looking at the time, again, 96, 97, you're looking at, 75 grand a year, no responsibility. She said, you're going to live like a king, right? I said, yeah, you're right. I said, all right. I left my mom's house. I drove home. I burnt one. And I got to the job the next day, and I gave him 2 weeks notice. So I'm out. I'm out. Dude said, what? Yeah, I'm gone.
That was a quick decision.
I was gone. I said, yeah, I'm out. So and they say, God looks out for babes and fools. I wasn't a baby. So, I feel like he kind of looked out. Now, again, I say all that to say, because like people ask me when they talk to me, they ask me like, how'd you do it and how'd you start? And I said to myself all the time, I said, I could tell you my route, but I don't know if I would suggest you doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody, my recipe might not work for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I could tell you my story. The only thing that I feel like you should do is be inspired by it and then make your own path. So again, that thing worked out for me. I wound up, as soon as I did that, again, the first tour I went on was with M.O.P. That was the first one, right? So I'm the head. I was handling radio and promotion for them. And here's the funny part. I love M.O.P. Them niggas was the wildest bunch of niggas I've ever been around in my life. At least up until that point.
You heard their music?
Yeah. Here's the funny part, right? The actual group members, them niggas was chill. Chill. They was cool, laid back. I swear, and everything I love, they were. It was the 40 other niggas that came with them, right? We go to an event. We go to some spot, right? It was the first stop on they little tour, right? And so we go up there, and it was in New York. No, it was in Connecticut. So we're in there. The club owner, these 40 niggas come in, right? Do they saw it was Annie up, all that shit, right? We're like, oh, okay, that's what you're getting. They all clear out. The club owner says, "Can I talk to you for a second?" So I said, all right. He walks in and he says, who's gonna do this? So I go in there, right? I didn't even know how these niggas did it. But these niggas, it was a sink on the wall, right? The sink, these niggas sat on I don't know if they sat on, the sink was broken half.
What?
The sink was broken half. Not pulled out the wall. One part was on the wall. The other vanity part was on the floor. It was a bunch of Dutch guts all around. Half of what he said, I said, yeah, I don't know. that was a sticky situation. But yeah, they was kind of probably my like at the time my wildest like group to go out with. But yeah, I got a bunch of stories about them shits. And then after that, I did. That's when I first met Ram Squad, I think, because they were signed to Universal. So that was when I first met Ram Squad and Tracy Lee.
Okay.
So yeah, it was that. Then, like I said, I was on the road with Buster. When I started doing, I did Buster. I did Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight was different.
Okay, a little R&B.
Yeah, Brian McKnight. I always tell this story, man. I always used to think R&B niggas was sweet, right? You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. It until you realize that they some real niggas that just sing, right? I get it, right? So Brian McKnight, to this day, I was just laughing. I told my wife this. I said I gotta give Brian McKnight a pound, man, because he helped me out with some pussy in like St. Louis, right? So he says, so I never forget, right? So we're in the promo van, right? We're in the promo van, and I think we like in like Utah or some shit like that. And so we're in a hotel. I mean, so it's you know, at the end of the day, again, I'm single, right? I'm single. Got to stress that because my wife gonna see this shit. So, so I'm single, right? So you know, it's anything. Things want bag bras, right? So I'm in there putting in work in this lobby, right, with these two bras. I'm putting in work, but they was feeling me, but they wasn't feeling me, right? Like, you know, they was this close. They needed to be nudged. And then so it's so funny. I see Brian McKnight coming down the hall, right? Now, mind you, I've been following the tour. Now, I haven't really been interacting with the artists because I'm really the guy that was at the time. I'm in the promo van. The Rat van was a promo van, so I'm going ahead at the head of the tour, and I'm the guy that's putting up all the poster boards, made it look like, you know, it's going down big in this city. That's my job, right?
Street team.
Yeah, I'm street team ball, right, at that time, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to these chicks, man. I'm talking, man. I'm trying to, you know, just. And so Brian McKnight comes over. Now I know he sees the van, and it's just like anything. If you working with a person enough, you might not know their name, but you see their face, right? This bull comes over to me, throw his arm around me, right? He said, "Oh, little cuz, how you doing out here?" I go, "I'm cool, man. You know, yeah, man. Hey. Take care of my little cuz, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see you later." Now, knowing goddamn well I was not gonna see Brian McKnight later.